Hey guys, Wandering Shell here, and we're up to the next group, which is going to be the Apocalypse group. Perfect time for Christmas, ain't it? Anyway, so I started out with Moondust. That's the first one I did. That's going to be her skin tone. This is going to be Famine. Apparently she was the first four horsemen. Who knew? Next is going to be Dragon Red for her hair and her outfit. I could tell you best thing I could tell you about this. It's all red and all gold. Yeah, there's not many color schemes with this. It's kind of upsetting. But like I looked up like the different comic books and stuff. There were more colors. So unfortunately I did follow how the game shows them, but for you guys at home, take a look at the comic book series and see maybe there's a better version of them. There actually is. There's really cool ones where like instead of a red outfit she's wearing like a black outfit or a deep blue outfit, things like that. So always keep a lookout. And also the horsemen, not all of them are gold. I've been looking, and some of them have like some crazy colors. Some of them are rainbow. Crazy, right? But anyway, I literally went through her whole outfit in red. There's no different like shades of red. It's just red. And I do use Army Painter, and as you can see on the bottom corner there, I do have the paints now. So you too can follow along, and you can see what numbers and what they're actually called, so you too can use the paint. Fortunately, I'm not sponsored by Army Painter, and I wish I was, but I am going to give them some credit, and credit is due. Anyway, as I continue, this is the first time I ever painted a model that has like a mount. So I didn't know what to do. I can't even like detach the characters from the creature. It was hard. Then she has like these weird like skeleton bone where her ribs are. Honestly, you could go with skeleton bone, but I chose necromantic cloak, just to give that a different look to it. Then her mount horse thing is gold. Greedy gold. Literally, that's all it is. So, there's no... Again, when it comes to the highlighting, that's when you're going to really start seeing a lot more pop and a lot more interestingness. Even with the tones, they are very detailed creatures and very detailed characters. And it's hard to see it when you're doing the base coat. But when you start doing the tones, you're going to start seeing all the little details and crevices and stuff where it was nice to have that, where you can see all that detailing when. If that makes sense. So I had to switch brushes because I was using a really big brush. Now I'm using a smaller brush because I need to get to the little crevices. And of course, I redid a little bit of the red because I accidentally got some of the gold on it. So I had to redo it. Next is Skeleton Bone because she is Famine, and Famine apparently makes you a skeleton. So there's skeleton bones everywhere underneath her. So I had to make those into a skeleton bone color. Next is gonna be Ash Gray. Ash Gray is the stones that's on top. Honestly, you could keep with that. Instead of doing ash gray, you could actually do a different brown, like a fur brown even a tan color, like a tan brown, to really make it like famine and like the dirt dried up. I think that's what they were going with, but I chose it as ash gray. Ash gray. Oof. And now we're going to do the wash. This is going to be her flash wash for her face. It's a little bit of a different color than the rest, and this is going to be the strong tone. strong tone is more of a darker brown. I wanted to make it a little bit darker brown for the tones. Usually I've been using soft tone for all the characters, but because these guys are the horsemen and they're very evil, I did go with the strong tone just to really show off that darkness. Boy, that was a lot of tone I had to go through. So if you're just doing tone for the whole thing, get a really big brush and just have at it. We've tried the dunk ones. It just comes out sticky. Didn't like it, so I like the brush on versions better than the dunking. So after that, I gotta get her base. And then it takes a while for this to dry, mind you. So I waited a few hours. Alright, next is the highlights and kind of go over everything. So I did kind of went over her eyes, gave her sort of eyebrows, tried. Then I'm up to her tones. I would go back to the highlights again. It's kind of like when you're doing like your own makeup and stuff. You want to conjure and not conjure, you know what I mean. Contour. There we go. But I'm not very good at this. So I messed up on Famine. I'm sorry. It's kind of a weird thing of saying I'm sorry to Famine. But next is her horse. So it does have eyes, believe it or not. Tiny itty bitty eyes. So I had to do that with matte white, and then he has eyeliner just like his rider. So I gotta get that little detail done. Next it was the highlights. What I did, which is pretty cool to do, to get that really highlight, I actually went over it with white. Any spots that I want highlighted, I went over it with white. I know, bear with me, you'll see what I did with it afterwards. So I went to any place that was raised to have that effect, so I had to make sure get all the spots that I think they're going to be raised or have that shine to it. So I had to go through both sides, of course. Even there. And then I dry brushed it. I dry brushed it with the greedy gold. The white will still show through underneath, but it's a lighter look to it, which makes it shiny. Haha. See, I told you guys, bear with me. I got you. So it actually came out really cool to do that, where, you know, you paint white with a highlight, then you dry brush the same color, and then you get the effect of the shine effect because of the color, the change of the colors. And being dry brush, you can still see underneath it. So now, after finishing with the creature, I'm up back to the character. I did go back over with just the dragon blood red and get any places that was raised, so the red really shines. There's really not much to this character. It's a very simple character, even though it's very detailed. There's not much to do with it. Then I did the same technique with the highlight of the hair. I do the white and then dry brush the red. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Please leave a like, comment below, all that fun stuff, and please subscribe. And if, you know, suggest any other apocalypse, let me know. Other than that, guys, I'll see you next time. Later.